He
My
was her
husband
rock,
bet $1
yet he
million
personally
on my
pushed her into
pregnancy.
hell. Slow
Not
to
on
please
whether I
another
was
woman.
pregnant,
He turned his
on
wife's
which man had
pregnancy
made
into a
me
joke
pregnant.
on the gambling
3 days
table.
earlier,
She was
Caleb
pushed
Whitmore
down the
touched
stairs,
me like a desperate
threatened,
man.
and publicly
I thought he had
humiliated,
finally accepted
turned
me.
passionate.
I held a
But
home
Serena
pregnancy
didn't
test
break.
with 2 lines
One
trembling in
phone
my
call,
hand.
and her family's
I went to
smite
Whitmore Group
was
headquarters
unleashed.
to tell him
She
the good
tore
news.
off the hypocrite's mask and brought the
Outside the
Whitmore
executive lounge,
empire to its
I heard
knees
Chloe Lane
overnight.
laughing.
This
You boys
ISNTA
spoil me
suite.
too much?
Girl,
I only asked
redemption.
one
This is the
question.
prologue
If 3
of
men
a queen's
had
revenge.
1 woman, whose baby would she carry? My hand froze on the handle. Then Caleb laughed.
She always wanted my baby. Just gave her a gift.
Another man whistled.
Caleb, your wife was very responsive. No wonder you kept her private.
The third man laughed harder.
Let us bet on the father. Loser buys Chloe jewelry at auction. Nothing under $1 million.
Chloe clapped in delight. If Serena learns the father is random, will she completely lose her mind? Caleb's voice turned cold.
Will she dare tell anyone? A pregnant wife with no known father looks like a cheating wife. Who will believe her?
Then paper scattered across the table. Someone cursed under his breath.
Her face is not even covered.
A photo slid under the door. It stopped at my shoes. The woman in the photo was me. My eyes were empty. My wrists were held down. My body carried marks I could not remember. I dropped to the floor. My fingers shook around the paper. Inside, Chloe gave a small laugh. That one is ugly. Her face looks so stupid. I shoved the photo into my sleeve. Then I ran from the office. My clothes covered every inch of me. Still, every stranger's eyes felt like hands. At home, I fed the photo into the shredder again and again. Paper strodes filled the bin, but shame still stuck to my skin. The front door slammed open. I jumped back. Caleb stood there like nothing had happened.
Did your period come this month?
My throat closed. Why are you asking that? He smiled like he was flirting.
Sweetheart, that was 3 full days. I trust my own ability. Come downstairs. I am taking you to a clinic.
He grabbed my wrist. I sat frozen in the passenger seat. He sighed and buckled me in. I caught his hand to check if I am pregnant. Caleb, do you really want our child? He touched my hair. His tenderness almost looked real.
Of course I do. A girl like you.
A boy like me. Would that not be perfect?
He acted so well. If I had not heard them, I would have believed him. At the private OB/GYN clinic, Caleb's 2 friends were already waiting. Chloe stood between them in white. Their eyes moved over me like stains. Caleb pulled me behind him.
They heard you might be pregnant. They came to congratulate you.
The blood test was quick. The result matched my home test. I was pregnant. Caleb held the report. I could not read his face, but Chloe looked visibly unhappy. Caleb turned to the doctor.
Can we do prenatal paternity testing now?
The doctor looked between us.
This is very early. Non-invasive testing must be scheduled later. It needs the patient's clear consent. Invasive sampling is strongly discouraged.
Caleb cut him off.
Then rush it. Do it now.
The doctor added carefully.
It can risk the mother and pregnancy. It will also be painful. Mr. Whitweld, please reconsider.
Caleb's face tightened.
Pain is pain. Did you not hear me?
The doctor turned toward me. I gave a bitter smile. Do it. The paternity result would take a week, but they wanted their answer before Chloe's auction. They did not care whether I got hurt. In the VIP waiting area, people began whispering. After Caleb gave his sample, he dropped another bomb.
Take samples from my 2 friends too.
The hallway exploded at once.
3 men?
And her husband brought them here?
No wonder he doubts the baby.
The nurse's pity vanished. Her hands became rougher. Pain tore through my lower belly. Black spots filled my eyes. Tears slipped down my temples. When I walked out, I had to hold the wall. Caleb stepped toward me. For 1 second, I thought he would catch me. Then Chloe ran away with red eyes. His 2 friends followed her. Caleb's arm stiffened. He let me go. Fell hard onto the floor.
Go home by yourself.
He said.
I need to check on Chloe.
Then he ran after her. Look at that. He ran to her. People around me laughed softly.
A woman anyone can touch deserves a husband who leaves.
One man leaned closer.
Drop your Instagram, beautiful. How much for one night?
I lowered my head and stood. Every step outside felt like walking through glass. By the time my Uber reached home, the sky was already dark. I leaned against the door. When I opened it, the air inside felt humid and wrong. Caleb and Chloe's voices came from upstairs. Their laughter cut through the house. I shut the door with shaking hands. I slid down against the wall. Enough. I did not want to hear more. After a long time, the bedroom door opened. Chloe came out in Caleb's shirt. Red marks covered her neck. Water ran in the bathroom behind her. She leaned on the door fail.
Back already, Mrs. Whitmores? Did the clinic hurt?
I tried to pass her. Chloe stepped into my way. You begged Caleb for a baby. Now you got one. Why do you look dead? I gripped the stair rail. Move aside. She leaned closer. I said one sentence. They all used you. Next time, I can throw you outside. Do you think Caleb will stop me? Her eyes dropped to my stomach. The jealousy there almost burned. A child with no clear father? What are you so proud of? I forced my voice louder. Chloe, what are you saying? Caleb took me for a test because he cares about our baby. My child is his. Her face twisted. Who allowed you to carry his baby? I cannot have his child, so neither can you. Then she shoved me. The world flipped backward. I had only one instinct: protect my stomach. Step after step hit my body. Pain burst through my belly. I landed at the bottom. Caleb rushed out after the sound. Chloe dropped to the floor first. I respected her as Mrs. Whitwood. I only wanted to help clean up. She hit me! Then she rolled downstairs herself. Is she trying to frame me? I lay there shaking. No. She pushed me. Caleb did not come to me.
He saw Chloe's exposed marks. Guilt flashed across his face. Then he covered her with his coat.